Yo, what's going on, guys? It's the Anime Daddy. I'm back again for JJK chapter. This is chapter 203. Really just a continuation after the last chapter of Kinjaku pulling up on Tengen and Yuki and all the boys. Well, just Choso, but yeah, we get to see. It starts off with a flashback of Choso saying that he wants to face Kinjaku alone, and he keeps referring to him as Noritoshi Kamo because that was the person who created him and his dad, or like the alias he was under. And Kinjaku was in Noritoshi's body at the time, so Choso just calls him that instead of Kinjaku. I'm not sure if he knows that he is Kinjaku or not, but either way, Yuki basically says, like, you're gonna die if you try to face him. But we get to see later that the plan went through. But we get to see Kinjaku about to get hit with the piercing blood. And then we get to see him do this cool, like, wicked dodge. And then he, like, throws a cursed spirit out with Geto's ability. And then we see Choso. He stops it, his piercing blood, as, like, he's whipping it across. And then we get to see this, like, devastation and this cool double page spread. And Kinjaku's fucking riding a boulder, and he chucks one at Choso. Now, like, what the fuck? I love the choreography from Gege. But then we get Choso saying, like, you underestimate me. And as this rock is flying at him, a bunch of cursed spirits just come out from around it to attack him and shit. But we scroll down, and we see he left a little blood droplet out there. And he says supernova. One of his strongest techniques, just exploding blood out, super fucking crazy. Kinjaku dodges it though. He's out here and he says, let's go hand to hand, bro. He's ready to throw hands. But he's throwing hands, he's tossing hands, he's beating up Choso a little bit, but Choso leaves another piece of blood out in the air and does another supernova. Kinjaku ain't no weakling. He like shielded himself with a cursed spirit, and we see it's like fizzling out. He's like, it's about to die. And Choso asks, like, what are you gonna do with, like, Yuji, my brother? Like, I love him. He's my brother. Because they actually are brothers, but Kinjaku says, like, I don't really have a big plan for him. Everything's already done. He's a vessel for Sukuna, and he's the one that's gonna, like, bring the real shit on. Like, the new era of this curses, like, the new cursed era, basically. I forgot what it's called, about the old period, the Heian period. They're gonna bring the Heian period back, the gray area of curses, with Sukuna. And because, like, once he gets all of his fingers, he'll probably be able to take over Yuji's body and he'll be able to be, like, the master. But he basically says he will become the eye of the storm for the new era. Like, giving me some One Piece vibes. We ain't saying the Dawn, but either way, Kinjaku's about to get shot again and he just dodges it. Like, easy as fuck. Like, this is too easy for him. But we get to see Choso saying, like, as long as Yuji continues to exist, like, that's wrong. Like, he will never, like, do this. He'll never become, like, a bad person because, he loves Yuji. And then he goes on to say, like, it's as long as you continue to exist, that all, like, the source of misfortune will, like, continue. And he's like, definitely not Yuji, because Yuji, he's a good guy. He's trying to bring happiness and stuff into the world, trying to let people die, like, the way that they want to, or, like, with friends and stuff, Either way, I gotta compliment the art in this chapter. Like, Gege is just amazing as usual. But we get to see Kinjaku, like, pulled up like a curse, and he's like, he grabbed Choso, and Kinjaku goes on to say, like, I know you're just the vanguard. He's like, I know that Yuki is about to come out and fight me, but I'm gonna kill you. Like, you're all just failures. And he's like, you're really gonna say that about my brothers? And Choso has this real, like, moment inside of his head. He's like, like, my brothers aren't failures. We love each other and stuff. But Kinjaku's like, oh, I hurt your feelings? Like, maybe you can be proud of yourself for making me talk this much. As in, like, you lasted this long in the fight. Maybe you can be proud enough for that. But he grabs Kinjaku's leg, and he's like, what? And a bunch of, like, amalgamation of curses come out from his leg. And, like, take over Choso and then smash him into the ground. He says, do you know what it means to be special grade? And he's like, someone who can overthrow a country single-handedly. Like, that is what being a special grade sorcerer or a cursed spirit means, I guess. being able to destroy a country by yourself. And he goes on to say, like, Gojo can obviously do that, and Geto's technique can do that easily because of he can make like a monster army. But we scroll down and we say, Kenjaku, he's like, I can manipulate Geto's spirits and make them stronger, even if they're just low grades, because, I'm a beast. And then we get to see Tengen, he's like, yo, Yuki, you gotta fight him. And she's like, not yet, because we get some inter monologue from Choso. He's like, I failed as an older brother. I failed protecting as a role model. This is not what it means to be a big brother. And he thinks about Kenjaku and his motivations. He's like, I'm not fascinating at all. Like, he can't land a single hit on him in anything. But then he says, I cannot say, like, my little brothers aren't fascinating because, Yuji's powerful, but he loves his little brothers. So he's like, they're obviously fascinating. So, and then big flow of blood comes out. Death painting brothers, fire. I don't know what's about to happen, but he says, please lend me your strength. Now, we just see this cool color pages, really awesome art, but okay, I thought Choso was going to die this chapter, to be honest. He didn't. Next chapter? Maybe, because he's going all out. Yuki might come out and save him, but I don't know what's going to happen. I like the revelations of the stuff that got put out in this chapter, but yeah, it was sort of a quick one, but let me know what you thought. Like and subscribe, and peace.